So Puppet Master, what's coming up after this?
After Puppet Master, I've got an in-between song called Through the Eyes of an Alcoholic. Basically, it's,
yeah. Please tell us.
Basically, Through the Eyes of an Alcoholic is going to be a tune. It's based on a true story about a guy called Del. And this guy called Del used to live not far from me.
This is a true story?
This is a completely true story. Everything you hear in the song is going to be fact. And yeah, I used to look after him, you know, take him food and help him out, like get him back on his feet. He's actually doing it right now. He's become a chef, he's following his dreams, but he used to be an alcoholic, and it's just a story based on his life. But I'm telling the story, so that's going to be an in-between song. But one of my main releases coming up is a song featuring Leddra Chapman. He's done a lot of work with Ed Sheeran and stuff. She's a fantastic singer. Check her out on YouTube, singing with Ed Sheeran and on SBTV, A64s, and so yeah, that's the next tune. That's called Tables Turn. So.
Any shows coming up?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Shy Bar in Birmingham on the 12th of November. I'm also going to be on Knee House Show on BBC Radio 1 on the 1st of November. And probably going to be at I Love Live soon. I haven't got dates for that, but I'll let you guys know. And lots more coming, man.
I'm surprised you're only going on Knee House Show now. I mean, I would have expected you to go like a while ago.
Yeah. When I was doing Choose the TQ and stuff like that.
This is what I mean. I mean, like, obviously you're getting the recognition from mainstream media. Yeah. But in terms of like Asian radio stations, not really getting played. Yeah. That's what I was getting at. I mean, the support there. Yeah. Do you feel that they could do more to support the artists within the scene?
Yeah, I think of course, because if they truly want to help the scene move forward, if that is really the case, then we will be commending and bringing attention on certain artists that are doing well. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment, Knee House playing me, Bobby Friction's playing me, although we had a public Twitter beef. It's all sorted now, they're supporting me, but that's why
Can we ask what it was about?
Well, I don't know, I was just sitting there one day thinking, yo man, why are these guys like ignoring me? Do you know what I mean? I'm killing the TV stations on the Western scene, working with all these people, and do you know what I mean? So I just what happened, I asked my fans to tweet him if you want me to see him play my songs, because a lot of people say you should let the proofs in the pudding, let your fans do the talking. All I'm saying,
you see the Redzz Army, yeah?
Redzz Army.
Redzz Army are crazy. They tweeted me. They went crazy on me. That's what I'm saying.
A certain mainstream DJ blocked me on Twitter because my fans just kept on bugging him. Like, he had like over 100 tweets.
Surely that speaks for itself. If there's supporters out there for the music, then you would expect people to take notice.
I mean, that's what I thought DJs do. They keep their ear to the ground to find new talent and bring them to the forefront. Do you know what I mean? But unfortunately, that doesn't always happen, and that's why I've named my new street album coming out All That Chaos, because at the time I had to bring attention to Bobby Friction that you're sleeping on me. Do you know what I mean? And now look, he's supporting me. I'm going on Knee House Show because I opened my mouth. And sometimes you need to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you do need to stand up for yourself. And if you truly believe in your music, you have to kind of speak up, because otherwise you can't go.
If there's ground, do you know what I mean? If there's ground to be played, I think so. I think, yeah.
So what advice would you give to people who want to do what you're doing?
Boy, advice. Let me think. Well,
don't stay quiet, maybe. I think that'd be the first one.
It's a tough game. If you've got the heart to do it, then go for it by all means. But it's not easy. It's a rocky road, and there's gonna be times when you feel like just giving up. But when you feel like giving up, that is the best time to carry on going. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, only the strong survive in this game. And if you hold on long enough, you're gonna be there at the end. You know what I mean? You'll pull through it. So.
How important is it for an artist to be consistent with their music? Because obviously,
it's everything.
People will make a track, and then it might be a banger, but then it's like they just live off the hype of that track, and they won't put anything else out for months. Yeah. How important is that to you to be, to be putting out something all the time, just so people know that, you know what, Redzz is still here?
I mean, everyone's different, like with me, when I'm sitting down and nothing, I get depressed. I always got to be constantly doing something. That's just the way I am. But yeah, there is people out there that will just release one song or do one little hood video or something, and then they think they're the shit. Do you know what I mean? When they're not, because it doesn't matter how many freestyles you have in a year. It's not enough to judge an artist on. Do you know what I mean? You have to carry on going, carry on pushing your music. Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of online media now as well. There's obviously, you have sites like Grime Daily, Link Up TV, you have SB TV.
Yeah.
Is that really important for us? Because I believe they're pushing artists. Because it's like, if you know they're not going to be able to get a video together to put on TV, at least they can put a video together to put up online. Yeah,
of course. I mean, if it depends on what situation is. If you can't do like big boy music videos, then at least you got to be killing your mixtapes. You got to be killing the freestyles, not just one in like 6 months. I mean, you got to be killing it. Whatever you have at your at the palm of your hands, then you know what I mean, you got to take the opportunity, whatever opportunity it is. Do you know what I mean? Some guys, they shoot like one bill videos and then they go around saying they're the best. Like, it's not that at all. Do you know what I mean?
So what sets Redzz apart from everyone else?
Well, I'm just me at the end of the day. I'm just doing my thing. Do you know what I mean? It depends what scene you're talking about. If you're talking about urban Asian scene, then what sets me apart?
It's not urban Asian anymore. It's Burban.
What's Burban?
Burban's the new word, because it used to be urban Desi, and they called it urban Asian. And you know what? These guys are sick of just being called like urban Asian, so they've named it's Burban. It's like a new movement. So it's like, if you're brown and you do like. So
the B stands for brown. But don't you think that this kind of segregates us even more from the Western scene?
It's not segregating. It's basically, it's like when they're trying to put their music out there, no one's really taking it. No one's really paying attention. So it's like now everyone's like, oh, what's this Burban? And like from 2 years ago, when I first started doing doing this show, these guys weren't getting played. They weren't really putting videos out there.
So but now, how does putting a B in front of urban gonna change the way people think?
Just naming their music. Burban.
I don't know. Like in my opinion, I think that just pushes us further away from the scene. In my opinion, I think we should just scrap the word urban completely, because music's music. That's all we're doing. We're making music. If this is a multicultural society, which it is, and it's meant to be, then why should we put a colour to?
It's also about them coming together as artists. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, it'll come together as artists like me, Truth and Sam Khan. We've been on a track together. That's not a problem. Do you know what I mean? We can do that. All we've got to do is carry on making good music, and the music speak for itself. Because I'm getting support on the Western scene. They can do it too. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, it's up to them really. But I don't know. Me personally, I don't think I'll be using that. To be honest.
No, you won't be using Burban.
No, I make music. If anything, it's urban music.
That's fair enough.
Unless it's Burban because it's got Asian influence in the beats, then you've given that a name which it never had before.
But not all of their tracks have Asian influence.
Yeah, then urban music's urban music. Doesn't matter what colour your skin is. I mean, I work with white people, black people, Asian people. We make music. That's it. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
But I guess maybe they feel that they haven't got, you know, because they don't want to be labelled urban Asian, and people aren't noticing their music. Okay,
take this for example, yeah? You give it a new genre. It's urban music, but now you call it Burban, so now it's a new genre because it's got a brown person singing or rapping on it. You send that to one of the Western DJs, Semtex or Vasquame, he's going to be like, I don't play Burban, I play urban. So I mean, it gives them even more of an excuse not to support us. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it, really.
But you are getting supported though.
Yeah, so
people like Sam Khan are getting supported, like he's been on a track with Charlie Sloth.
Yeah.
And etc. etc. I think if this is something that they feel they can take forward, you should just let them carry on.
Yeah, all power to them, man, really. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think we need to give anything a name or a word for us to get together and make something happen. Do you know what I mean? I think there's more underlying problems within the scene, which has nothing to do with what we call it. I just think that, you know, there's a lot of favouritism, there's a lot of, I don't want to work with him because, I think
there's too many politics.
There's politics, and that's the word, that's the right word
and
for
I think people forget that, you know what, music, and for it to progress, you got to work together, and it's just not like that.
Yeah. No, I understand it can be frustrating sometimes, but I really think all the hard work artists like me are doing to get accepted in the Western scene, do you know what I mean? For someone that could turn around and start saying what I'm doing is called Burban, it's just really messing it up. I don't think it's helping it, really, to be honest. Yeah.
So any Burban artists that you'd like to work with?
Anyone, man. You know what I mean? Holla, let's make something happen. Like, I swear you've asked me this before, do you know what I mean? As you said, there's a lot of politics involved, and, you know what I mean? If someone's dedicated, and they make good music, I don't see why not. I work with all shades and colours and people with different backgrounds. It's about making good music at the end of the day, so...
So what do you have to say to all, should I say the Redzz Army?
I should
just say Redzz Army,
that's
right?
The movement. Redzz Army, yeah.
What do you have to say to them guys that's supporting you?
Carry on supporting. At the end of the day, you guys, that is all that matters to me. Everything else is irrelevant, you know what I mean? As long as I got my supporters, buy my music, come to my shows and support me through thick and thin, that's all I need at the end of the day. So thank you for your support and everyone else in the industry that supports my music. And hopefully next year will be a big year.
And they can follow you on Twitter, right?
Yep, Twitter is @itsRedz. Remember, Reds are 2 Zs. YouTube.com/redmusicukofficial.
Well, that was the Twitter. So anything else you want to say before we leave?
Yeah, go check out my boy's new single called Castaway, Ayo, on YouTube, and check out Sway's new joint called Still Speeding. And carry on supporting. Big up Amy Kaur and Brit Asia TV for the continued support. It's all love, and yeah, man, done now, Redzz Army.
Thank you. Thanks for taking time out to speak to us.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
There you have it, Redzz on the Mixtape. Peace.